Lesson 70, my salvation comes from me. Welcome to the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. I'm Judith and you're at the Lucid Mind Center. First, we're going to read the Course in Miracles lesson together. Then we are going to contemplate it. And after that, we are going to apply the lesson in a Qigong class. At the end, let me know how this went for you, where you are watching from, and subscribe to my channel so this channel can grow and more A Course in Miracles students can find us and join us in this community. Let's begin. Lesson 70. My salvation comes from me. All temptation is nothing more than some form of the basic temptation not to believe the idea for today. Salvation seems to come from anywhere except from you. So too does the source of guilt. You see neither guilt nor salvation as in your own mind and nowhere else. When you realize that all guilt is solely an invention of your mind, you also realize that guilt and salvation must be in the same place. In understanding this, you are saved. The seeming cost of accepting today's idea is this. It means that nothing outside yourself can save you. Nothing outside yourself can give you peace. But it also means that nothing outside yourself can hurt you or disturb your peace or upset in any way. Today's idea places you in charge of the universe, where you belong because of what you are. This is not a role that can be partially accepted. And you must surely begin to see that accepting it is salvation. It may not, however, be clear to you why the recognition that guilt is in your own mind entails the realization that salvation is there as well. God would not have put the remedy for sickness where it cannot help. That is the way your mind has worked, but hardly His. He wants you to be healed, so He has kept the source of healing where the need for healing lies. You have tried to do just the opposite, making every attempt, however distorted and fantastic it might be, to separate healing from the sickness for which it was intended, and thus keep the sickness. Your purpose was to ensure that healing did not occur. God's purpose was to ensure that it did. You see where the conflict comes there? Today we practice realizing that God's will and ours are really the same in this. God wants us to be healed, and we do not really want to be sick because it makes us unhappy. Therefore, in accepting the idea for today, we are really in agreement with God. He does not want us to be sick. Neither do we. He wants us to be healed, and so do we. We are ready for 2 longer practice periods today, each of which should last some 10 to 15 minutes. We will, however, still let you decide when to undertake those 2 practice periods. We will follow this practice for a number of lessons, and it would again be well to decide in advance when would be a good time to lay aside for each of them, and then adhering to your own decision as closely as possible. Begin these practice periods by repeating the idea for today, adding a statement signifying your recognition that salvation comes from nothing outside of you. You might put it this way: my salvation comes from me. It cannot come from anywhere else. Then devote a few minutes with your eyes closed to reviewing some of the external places where you have looked for salvation in the past, in other people, in possessions, in various situations and events, and in self-concepts that you sought to make real. Recognize that it is not there and tell yourself, my salvation cannot come from any of these things. My salvation comes from me and only from me. Now we will try again to reach that light within you, which is where your salvation is. You cannot find it in the clouds that surround the light, and it is in them you have been looking for it. It is not there. It's not in those clouds. It is past the clouds and in the light beyond. Remember that you will have to go through those clouds before you can reach the light. But remember also that you have never found anything in the cloud patterns you imagined that endured or that you wanted. Since all illusions of salvation have failed you, surely you not want to remain in these clouds, looking vainly for idols there when you could so easily walk on into the light of real salvation. Try to pass the clouds by whatever means appeals to you. Let me repeat this. Try to pass the clouds by whatever means appeals to you. If it helps you, think of me holding your hand and leading you. I assure you, this will be no idle fantasy. For the short and frequent practice periods today, remind yourself that your salvation comes from you, and nothing but your own thoughts can hamper your progress. You are free from all external interference. You are in charge of your salvation. You are in charge of the salvation of the world. Say then, my salvation comes from me. Nothing outside of me can hold me back. Within me is the world's salvation and my own. When I read this lesson 2 days ago, preparing myself for this class, I was thinking this is such a beautiful lesson. I can't wait to record it. It's going to be beautiful to walk through the clouds and find the light. And then this morning when I was supposed to record this lesson, I was not feeling well. I had headache. I've had headache for a few days. And I think I've just got a virus or overwork or a combination of the two. So I got rather frustrated and I didn't record in the morning. Now it's the afternoon. And I'm insisting on myself that I will record one class per day. And of course, I'm debating with myself if I can actually even do this, even if I'm not overdoing it, because I'm putting too much pressure on myself. So, but one sentence which struck me here today: try to pass the clouds by whatever means appeals to you. So that is a key sentence which we have to remember. We can use any kind of ideas and helps which are helping us to get past those clouds. We just need to get past the clouds and remember that we are the light. So the light, you can visualize it two ways. You can visualize the light within yourself. So you need to kind of do whatever you need to do to get into this light within yourself. Or you can visualize it as it was suggested in yesterday's lesson, that you imagine that there is the light in a circle of clouds, totally invisible. And then you are kind of moving through the clouds, you're kind of pushing them away. And as you are getting closer, the light starts emerging and you can suddenly see it, and then you go into the center of the light. But it can also be like I had today. I was thinking, no, but I shouldn't really be taking a headache tablet because it's not bad enough, I should suffer through it. Something like that. And then about half an hour ago, and then about an hour ago, I did take this tablet because my headache was unpleasant. And now this sentence strikes me. Try to pass the clouds by whatever means appeals to you. So if the headache tablet is helping me to get past those cobwebs which are having in my mind, if that helps me get past, then I should use it. I shouldn't feel guilty about it. And that is what I want to transmit to you as well. find a way of how you can get past the clouds. If it is with Qigong, wonderful. Then please keep on doing it with me. If Qigong is actually not helping you, then I recommend you do something else. Do whatever helps you to get past those clouds and realize that you are the light of the world, that the light is within you. And this body, you can look at it as interfering, or you can look at it as it is your helper. The choice is yours. So let's move some chi. So put your feet shoulder width apart. We're going into Wuji posture. Put a smile on your face. Sink your awareness into your belly. Sink your awareness into the feet and imagine that you're growing roots into the earth. Breathe through the nose. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth for purification. Repeat that 3 or 4 times. You keep on going. For the ones which are new to Qigong with A Course in Miracles, I recommend to watch how Qigong can help you. You can find the description below. You can find the link below in the description. And it's going to explain to you how Qigong can help you and how you can get into Wuji posture. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Notice that just by these few movements, you are already entering a state of peace. Inhale and exhale. And now visualize your central channel, the pillar of light. Imagine that it's coming through the crown of your head. You can even knock on it. Inhale and exhale down into the crown. 3 times. Inhale. If you've got nails like me, you can do it with your knuckles. Or you can massage if that is more agreeable to you. Inhale. And last one. Very good. And then open up the third eye. You can use the knuckles again. Inhale. You can say, the salvation of the world comes from me. And exhale out through the third eye. And come down to the breastbone here, where the heart center is. We used it yesterday as well. 3 fingers up from your breastbone, about here. And then also knock on this spot or massage it. This is CV17. We're opening up the heart. We're opening up because we want to let the light in. We want to let the light into our system. And exhale 3 times. Very good. Last one. Very good. And then go to the chi high point, 4 fingers below your belly button. There's a little dent there as well. And you can just massage this as well with 3 breaths, 3 purifying breaths. Inhale. Exhale. In. And exhale. Last one. In. And exhale. Very good. And now activate the perineum. So you squeeze your perineum, you squeeze your pelvic floor. This means you activate the pelvic floor, like if you need to go to the toilet but you don't want to. So you activate it, inhale. Now exhale, release, relax it all. And now again, inhale, activate it. Exhale, release. Very good. And one more, inhale, activate, and release, let go. Very good. So now imagine that you're standing in the water and you just start moving your hands around as if you were standing, making waves in the water. Inhaling and exhaling. So yesterday we used the medium of clouds and air, which belongs to the metal element. Today we are going to use the medium of water to come to our center. So you inhale and exhale through the mouth, inhale through your nose. And just imagine that you're standing in the ocean or in a pool and you're just moving those waves around you. You can start feeling the swirling of the water around your legs and around your belly. And again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Very nice. Put a smile on your face and just enjoy this beautiful wave-like movement. And now bring your hands higher up and just move around. Do 3 more on either side. And your muscles are getting activated. That is also good. The older we are getting, the less muscles we have, the more we have to train. And last one. Very good. And come to rest your hands. Imagine that you are touching, that your hands are kind of resting on the water. Very good. Now, imagine that you are collecting a bowl of water. This is some special bowl which has got a skin membrane on it, and it's got clear, clean water in it. And we're going to use this clean water today to help us clean our meridians and our mind. Put a nail step next to your leg, then inhale, exhale out, and now imagine that you are cleansing these meridians in the legs with this bubble of water. Inhale, and then exhale and do the same thing on the other. Ooh, this is a nice stretch, and exhale. So you nail step and you step out, and then you exhaling down, and you get yourself a nice stretch in that leg which is outside, which is in front of you. So you make a nail step, inhale, exhale, down, inhale up. You hold here, and now you exhale. In through the nose, always breathe in through the nose, and then you nail step out. And again. Inhale up. Very nice stretch. So the back leg is the one which is getting bent. So we are doing nail stepping out, and now the back leg is bending. And we are going down, inhaling up, bringing that water ball above us and cleansing us. And now we're stepping out with the other leg again, and we imagine that we are cleansing those meridians. We're opening them up, letting go of thoughts which are not helpful to us. And one more. Inhale. And last one on the other side. In and come back to the center. Notice how you feel. Good. Smile on your face. Now turn your hands around. Imagine that your hands are resting on the water surface, and there is soft waves coming in and out. So just allow yourself to move back and forth with the body. You can help yourself with the hands. You're coming forward and you're coming backward. Forward and backward. Just going with the waves, enjoying the nice movement of the waves. Inhale towards yourself, and exhale outwards. And stretch your hands every time a little bit further. Exhale. Now bring it back. Inhale. And now you can imagine that you're creating waves with your hands. And then inhale back. Bring clean water towards you. Exhale and inhale. And then observe, where is that light within you? Exhale. Use the water to clean away the clouds which are obstructing your vision. You can imagine that you are in a clean, nice warm mountain lake with clean water. Or you can imagine that you're in the sea, or wherever you feel safe, wherever you feel safe, that it can help you to cleanse away, to move away those waves. You can maybe see the light within the lower dantian, in the center of your belly. If you're a woman, there where the uterus is, that's where you gave birth to your children, where creation happened, making of the body happened, the spark happened. Or maybe you can see the light in your heart, where the love for your child or for your husband or wife sparked. Maybe for your parents. Maybe your light is there. Clean everything which is around so you can see it. Clean the stuff away which is obstructing it. Even if it's just ever such a small spark of light behind some piles of something, maybe rubble or pile of things obstructing it. Just notice, where is that light within you? Inhale. Or maybe your light is in your mind, in the upper dantian. Maybe this is where your spark is in, where your revelations are being received. Maybe that's where you are picturing your light. Exhale. Do 3 more. Observe your central channel, observe your 3 dantians, and notice where the light is. And pause. And to help you, we're going to now move the energy in our central channel. So put your hands in your lower dantian. We're going to now extend the light in the whole central channel. So now imagine that you're connecting from your lower dantian up to the upper dantian, and then you're going down again. So it's here like you are like an elevator. One is going up, the other one is going down. And you just circulate in that way. And just wherever your light is, imagine that you are spreading it up the channel and down the channel, whichever way you need it to go. You want that central channel wider, you want it open, you want it connected to God above and to the Mother Earth below, which is helping you maintain this body healthy so you can fulfill the purpose you came here to fulfill. So just imagine that you're spreading this light up and then you're extending it down again. And the second hand is spreading it up and bringing it down. Very good. Inhaling, exhaling. So you're spreading apart. It's like a butter. If your light was in your heart, so you're bringing it up and down. If your light was up in the head, in the upper dantian, you're spreading it down to the lower dantian. And you can use your hands, whichever way is suitable to you. You can circulate them up, inhaling and exhaling, or you can just move them parallel up and down, just like this. See, notice the difference? I'm parallel, they're moving up and down within the same line. I'm spreading the light up and down like butter. Or I can circulate it like this. So they're changing positions. One is rolling up, the other one is rolling down. Whichever suits you best, just play around, but we want it to be spread. You're probably noticing the warmth in your body is increasing as you are spreading the light. This is a sign that it's working. And it's also a sign that there is healing taking place. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. And then let's do 3 more. 3 mixes of spreading the light up and down. And now we're going to rest our hands again down at our lower dantian. And I want you to observe how big is your central channel now. How big is your pillar of light? It is much bigger. Very good. And now connect your hands, put the back of your hands together, and imagine that your fingers are connected to the Lao Gong point, the point which is on the soles of your feet. And we're going to imagine that we are bringing cool water from that lake or from that ocean that we are been working with. And we're just going to imagine that there is like a fountain of cold water coming out, cooling our body down. Inhaling up and exhale, and just notice like this fountain is sprinkling into your face, it's sprinkling into your brain, clearing your mind, making you each time more aware of your central channel. Very good. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale and then say, my salvation comes from me, because I am the light of the world. Inhale and exhale. I can ask the Christ in me to help me whenever I need to. And He will take me by my hand and show me the way. Inhale. Very good. And now imagine that this Christ in you is helping you to bring up this cleansing water through your central channel, opening up this channel to your higher self, to your Holy Spirit, and helping you remember that you are the light of the world, and helping you remember tomorrow as well that the salvation comes from you. Inhale up, exhale down. So 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. In and exhale. And now rest your hands again on the surface of the ocean. Just feel these nice waves all around you, and also the waves within you, ebbing and flowing, coming and going. Then you can say, my salvation comes from me. It cannot come from anywhere else. Then observe the places where you have been looking for salvation. And where you have been looking in vain, where no salvation actually came. Maybe it was some people you were looking towards. Maybe you were looking for some people in the past. Maybe you were looking in possessions for your salvations, or places, or status symbols, or situations even. Maybe even in self-concepts. Just look through the different areas where you've been looking for salvation. Be saved, be rescued from this terrible world. And then say to yourself, none of these places, things, or people can give me salvation, because the salvation comes from within myself. My salvation comes from me and only from me. And now close your eyes. You can sit down now if you prefer. You can also keep standing. Now close your eyes. And imagine that you are in that ocean. And then you begin swimming in that ocean. And as you're swimming in the ocean, you look down at the bottom. And down at the bottom, you see a light. And you decide to swim towards this light. But maybe it's not so easy. You cannot get down. You're floating. So then you ask your helper, can you swim down with me? And suddenly some dolphins appear around you. You can count how many there are. Maybe there is only one, maybe there's 3, maybe there's 7. You tell me later how many of them there were there. And then you look at your helper and he just smiles at you and he nods. It's okay. Use the dolphins. So you hold on to the dolphins. You hold on to their fins. And then they take you down to the bottom of the sea. You can breathe as well, just like the fish. Just like the dolphins, there is no problem for you breathing. And you basically sink down towards that light at the bottom of the sea. Wow, and as you're arriving closer and closer, this light becomes lighter and lighter. And then it suddenly activates the light within you as well. There is a connection from one of your centers in your body. Maybe you can see purple light with your third eye. Just allow it to be there. Allow it to grow. Allow the purple light to increase and allow it to expand. The light starts in this color. The vision of light starts with the purple light. And maybe you're observing different things in your vision through the third eye. But you look down to the ocean again and you're coming closer and closer to the seas. The dolphins, they are having fun. And you actually start swimming like a dolphin yourself. And then you go deep down to the ocean. And suddenly you are within the light. And you are just allowing this. You're just allowing this violet, white light to penetrate your whole body, healing your body, your mind, your emotions. You're suddenly remembering that you are that light. Now just allow yourself to sit. Sink your hands down. You can even lie down if you want to. Your whole field is filled with this violet light. And you just allow it to be there. And you realize that this is your color. The violet light starts changing into the light which you need today. Maybe it's white, maybe it's yellow, maybe it's green, maybe it's light pink, maybe it's dark violet, it's black. Whatever light comes to you is the light which you need. And you just allow yourself this awareness that salvation comes from you, that healing comes from you, the light comes from you. Now focus again on your third eye. And you can see the violet light spreading again. And let it expand into the whole being. Just focus on it. And now just allow yourself to sit for a couple of minutes in this beautiful embrace of the light. You might be feeling physical sensations. Just allow them to happen. Your helpers are here, helping you heal, helping you save yourself. Very good. And then you start moving your feet and your fingers, coming back to reality. Open up your eyes. Notice that the world is more lighter. And then say to yourself, salvation comes from me. I am the light of the world. And feel that confidence and knowing within your being. Take that with you the rest of the day. Thank you so much for participating today. You know how this has gone for you. And share this with somebody who might need it, who's also a Course in Miracles student. If you want more Qigong classes, you can click here, and there is my link to my Qigong channel. And here is the playlist for the Course in Miracles lessons. Have a wonderful day. Love, light, and healing Qi to you.